Hi, I'm Kim Mitchell. I'm the professor of CMJ 451 here at the University of Maine. It's a communication journalism course that basically is for advanced students in news and the communication journalism program. Basically, we have 16 students here that put together a newscast every Thursday that airs on the main channel at 2:30. What you'll see are 4 students on the set, your typical 2-person anchor, a weather and a sports person. But there are 12 other students behind the scenes, all running cameras, teleprompter, people back in the audio booth, running video and switching, et cetera, et cetera. People will change their roles from week to week here, so you'll never see the same person twice on week to week. Basically, it's a learning experiment for everybody. It's a teaching experience for myself, and really enjoy putting the newscast together. They're on hard deadlines. There are 5 packages supposedly every week. And as I said, there'll be some people that'll have more experience than others. So I'll take care of the grading. You go ahead and watch and enjoy the program and let us know how you feel about it. Again, CMJ 451 News here on the main channel.
The University of Maine joins Alyssa Schools to sync up with iTunes. Danielle Smith has the story.
It's tourney time, and we're at the Bangor Auditorium for the high school basketball action. Ryan Jarrell was courtside.
Setting up at Sauter Hall was the American Red Cross for its blood drive. Megan Hayward bleeds the news.
It's News 451 right now. Welcome to 451 News Broadcast. I'm Caitlin O'Connor.
And I'm Heather Steves. Maine Attorney General Stephen Rowe will visit the University of Maine next Tuesday, the 26th. Rowe's visiting as part of the Distinguished Maine Policy Fellow Program. The program brings Maine officials to campus where they learn more about the Margaret Chase Smith Policy Center as well as the work of faculty members and students at UMaine. Rowe is the former Speaker of Maine House and is now the state's Attorney General.
In broad daylight, 2 Waterville men attempted to rob a 73-year-old Hancock woman. At 12:45 p.m. at the Bangor Mall parking lot, 23-year-old Jeremy Wynn allegedly tried to pickpocket the woman's purse, but the woman held onto the purse and was dragged a few feet before Wynn's handgun fell out of his waistband. Wynn then released the purse and ran for safety to his getaway car. The getaway vehicle was driven by 22-year-old Bryant Clyburn. Waterville police stopped the suspect vehicle around 2 p.m. and arrested both of them. Clyburn had at least 1 outstanding warrant for his arrest. The 73-year-old woman did not need medical care and was not injured. The University of Maine has synced up with iTunes. Danielle Smith has the scoop.
In January 2008, UMaine joined the ranks of 37 other universities that are now on iTunes.
A new initiative from Apple Computer that is really trying to get universities and colleges around the country to use the iTunes Music Store interface and use that to basically present educational materials, promotional materials, anything that's going on college campuses, and give students and the public and alumni and everybody a chance to access some of this information. Obviously, iPods and laptops and everything are a huge way that people communicate now.
This free web-based system hosted by Apple enables colleges and universities to make audio and video material from lectures, interviews, audiobooks, and other sources accessible to all.
Million hits go to their website each day, and we saw it as just a coup for the students and also for a way to get out our promotional information.
Users can easily search, download, and play course content just like they do music, all only a few clicks away on the iTunes Store website. University Relations was informed that iTunes U would be 508 compliant and thus accessible to those with disabilities.
That was something that Apple actually told us, and when we gave them our site, because we had a link on there that said request alternate media, which nobody else had done. So if you were blind and couldn't see it, you could write to us and we would give you a transcript of that information, and they wrote back saying, wow, this is great, this is 508 compliant.
It was recently found that this was not possible, but the university is hopeful that this function will be available in the near future. For CMJ 451, I'm Danielle Smith.
Apple is giving away something free.
Wow, I'm going to check that out.
The University of Maine School of Performing Arts will be offering 3 more performances of The Marriage of Figaro. This is UMaine's first ever class opera. The all-student cast, orchestra, and chorus will bring the 18th century comic opera to life on February 22nd through the 24th. The showing is in the Hawk Auditorium. Tickets are $12 and available by calling the Maine Center for the Arts box office. The number is 581-1755.
This Saturday in the Memorial Union, Residence Life will be recruiting new resident assistants for the fall semester. In the past, Residence Life has received more than 200 applications. This year, they've only received 91, which is only half compared to last year. The interview period was originally set for 4 days, but now it's shrunk down to 2. The next interview will be held on Saturday at 8 a.m. in the Memorial Union.
The annual high school basketball tournament at the Bangor Auditorium is now underway. Ryan Jarrell will give us the details when we come back.
It's the largest and most comprehensive university in Maine.
It's ranked among the best universities in the country for quality and value.
Mainers were able to experience a total lunar eclipse last night. Many people viewed this phenomenon through the naked eye. Others visited the Maynard F. Jordan Observatory of UMaine to watch everything unfold. The observatory stayed open so stargazers could watch the eclipsing moon up close through a telescope. The eclipse began at 10 p.m. and lasted for about 51 minutes. The previous eclipse, seen last fall, was not visible because of poor weather conditions.
This week, Stoddard Commons opened its doors to the American Red Cross and gave UMaine students and faculty the chance to give. Megan Hayward has more.
Tuesday's blood drive saw several University of Maine students and faculty registering to donate blood. However, the event wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for its co-sponsors. The Sophomore Eagles were one of those sponsors.
Yeah, we do one community service activity per month, and this is ours for this month.
With the help of groups like ones on the UMaine campus, Red Cross is able to save lives, and every donation is significant.
It's a big week and it's a big day long. We expect a lot of donors to come in and help out.
To one woman, giving blood seems like an easy way to help those in need.
I donate on a regular basis. I started several years ago, and I feel that it's something that I can do to help. And it doesn't take a lot of time, and I can do it right here on campus. So I always try to donate whenever they have a drive here on campus.
If you missed the blood drive, you can still help save a life by making an appointment at the Bangor Donor Center or finding out where other local drives are being held by going to their website at givelife.org. Reporting for 451 News, I'm Megan Hayward.
Thanks, Megan. It's nice to know that students have the opportunity to give blood right here on campus. In world news, Toshiba has bowed out of the high-tech DVD production race with Sony. Toshiba has decided to stop making the high-definition DVD players and recorders. What is the alternative, you might ask? The Toshiba rival Blu-ray Sony, the maker of Blu-ray DVD players, outlasted Toshiba, and now consumers can focus on the system instead of both. This is very good for Sony's DVD sales, but also for their PlayStation 3 sales because there is a Blu-ray DVD player right inside the system.
Well, it's late February, and you know what that means? It's tourney time. The high school basketball tournament is underway, and Ryan Jarrell's on the scene. Ryan?
Hi, this is Ryan Jarrell, and we're here at the annual high school Maine basketball tournaments, where today we're watching the Stearns Minutemen against the George Stephen Academy Eagles.
Throughout the course of the next few weeks, high school boys and girls basketball teams will travel to the Bangor Auditorium, where they will experience the thrill of competing for a state championship in front of thousands of fans on the auditorium floor. Local businesses will flourish during tourney time, as friends and family members will travel in numbers to witness the tournament firsthand. Some of the people who help out have witnessed many years of great games.
My name's Bill Fletcher, and I've been working, this is my 23rd year as a tournament director.
As usual during tourney time, the atmosphere was electric, And as each game passes, the competition becomes more fierce. And guess who is in attendance, taking notes and looking for next year's prospects? That's right, Mainers. Tournament legend, Lawrence Bulldog, and University of Maine head women's basketball coach, Cindy Blodgett.
Thanks, Ryan. It's hard to believe that it's playoff basketball time already. Cutler Pharmacy is closing. The 3,000 students who get their prescriptions filled at the health center will be relocated to local businesses. When the pharmacist announced her resignation, the center tried to find a new one to no avail. Prescriptions will be sent to Orna Pharmacy, which accepts third-party insurances, unlike Cutler. Students with questions can contact Cutler Health Center.
It is brutally cold out there today.
Yes, it is. And when we come back, we'll have Vanessa Cutter with our local weather.
So what's the weather looking like?
Well, Caitlin, I'm sorry to say, but the cold temps are here to stay. Oh. Good afternoon, UMaine. I'm Vanessa Cutter, and I'm bringing you everybody's favorite, the weather. Today started off bright but cold with chilly temperatures in the single digits. The sun will continue to poke through the clouds, and temps should remain in the lower 20s. Expect clear skies this evening. Tomorrow's looking like somewhat of a repeat, but with a few more clouds. I regret to say that temperatures should stay below the freezing point. The good news? Well, the snow will hold off until, let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. All right, starting off with Monday. Monday, I don't even know what day of the week it is. Friday, mostly sunny, temps in the, staying below the freezing mark. Saturday, there's that snow that we all love to hate. A few snow showers then, probably won't accumulate too much though. Sunday should be sunny with temps almost reaching the mid-30s and probably a great day for a drive with the grandparents. Let's see, back to school on Monday is looking promising with temps almost reaching the lower 40s. On Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll see a few more snow showers, but don't worry, I'm sure many of you will escape this classic UMaine winter. Yeah. I unfortunately will not.
I can't wait.
That'll do it for me. Vanessa Cutter's my name. Bringing the weather's my game. Back to you, ladies.
Up next, we're going to sports with Joe Hegarty. Stay tuned.
I can afford it. At the University of Maine, you're in a great place.
So what is going on with UMaine sports?
Well, the women, they've been playing all right. Women's basketball, they've been kind of in and out of it. They're really looking to get some consistency going this year, and I'm going to tell you what's been going on with them lately.
All right, UMaine women's basketball came away with a win on Saturday, squeaking out one in the final minutes. I'm going to throw it to James McKay now for the final shot.
Kilmurray, top of the key, shot clock winding down. 5 seconds, Baker with a drive. 2, kicks it out to Bozer, the jump shot. Can't get it, the board comes to Tewksbury. Lays it up and in. And the Black Bears have a 2-point.
UMaine women's basketball team took a trip south to face off against the Terriers of Boston University. Colleen Kilmurray led UMaine scorers with 11 points, and Amanda Tewksbury put together a 10-point, 5-rebound, 2-assist performance. But that would not be enough, as UMaine would go on to lose the game 77-56. The ladies are now 7-18 on the season and 4-8 in conference play. Maine will now travel to Binghamton, New York this weekend to face off against Binghamton at 2 o'clock. And next up, we're going to kick it to Megan Matthew with a little softball package.
The UMaine softball team played in an exhibition game yesterday against Brandeis University in the Dome. The ladies' next game will be Saturday in an exhibition game against Southern New Hampshire in the Dome at 2 p.m. The ladies are getting sufficient practice through their exhibition games in preparation for the season's start. Former starter for the Black Bears, head coach Stacey Sullivan, is now in her 3rd season of coaching the ladies. Assistant coach Megan Reese is in her 2nd season with the team. Although in the past few games the Black Bears have found it tough to pull ahead, they still have many more games coming up to take the wins. The regular season starts up again March 1st. Upcoming adventures will be taking the ladies to Florida and Hawaii, as well as New York, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. Determination is key in accomplishing their goal of winning, and the girls seem to have plenty. Keep an eye open for their upcoming games at the start of March and support your UMaine Black Bears. This is Megan Matthew reporting for CMJ 451.
Thanks, Megan. All right. Next up, the University of Maine men's ice hockey team had another dismal weekend this past week, and the men dropped 2 heartbreakers against BU. Both of those games went into overtime, so it made it equally tough, emotionally and physically. That all but shuts the door on their playoff hopes this season. The guys are going to have to end up wrapping it up on a low note, it looks like, the next couple of weeks. They're also going to be playing Northeastern this weekend, which is going to be one of their last home games, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. Next up, I'm going to bring in a Red Sox training camp. All righty then. It's heating up down in Florida, and one of the big questions this year is going to be Ellsbury or Crisp, Coco or Jacko. And I'm going to tell you what, that's going to be a good battle. I think Jacoby Ellsbury, he'll be the one who pulls it out in the end. They're going to end up getting rid of Crisp. Crisp has already stated that he does not want to be on the team if he's going to be on the bench all season, which is going to be pretty tough for the clubhouse, inside and out. Other than that, that's all I got for Red Sox news, and that's all I got for the sports right now. And we're going to throw it back to the ladies on the desk.
Thanks a lot, Joe. And we will have more T3 451 news after this.
The GSS denied the Maine Mask more than $1,000 of funding on Tuesday. The group asked for help to cover transportation costs to their New York City trip. 3 hours of debate led to a 10-15 vote against the group. Some senators said the group did not research their accommodations enough to be granted funding. Mask members said the trip provides an educational opportunity for theater majors. Students plan to see Broadway shows they could not see otherwise. The group says they will go despite the lack of financial support. At the same meeting, the Senate allocated $3,000 to sponsor a men's rugby tournament in Georgia and $3,000 more to fund a drag show DJ. The annual Engineering Art Festival took place this week, and our own Candace Daly was there to report. Candace?
The 3rd annual art festival held by the engineering students of Maine allows UMaine students to display their artistic and creative talents.
It's something that Will Mannion and I started in order to have some fun.
Edwin Nagy also described the ins, outs, and intricacies of art.
All of engineering is creative problem solving, and we have the rules that surround engineering are safety and economics, but it's similar to art where you're trying to solve a problem
Robert Fisher. High school students also contribute with the help of the UMaine Outreach Program. If you're a UMaine student, make sure to check out the art show in the main lobby of Barrows Hall. For 451 News, I'm Candace Daly.
Thank you, Candace. I will be sure to check that out.
Thanks, folks, for tuning into the first 451. Stay tuned for be read the credits by producer Ben Lankers. Then probably some interesting main channel tunage.
See you next Thursday, everyone.
For Vanessa Cutter and Joe Haggerty and Caitlin O'Connor, I'm Heather Steves. What happened to signing out?
News 451 brought to you by instructor Kim Mitchell, producer Ben Lycors, technical director David Lee Nickerson, anchors Heather Steves, Caitlin O'Connor, sports Joe Haggerty, weather Vanessa Cutter, prompter Natasha Gilson, camera operators Megan Casarino, Sophia Tam, visual effects Seth Poplowski, audio technician Anthony Stewart, reporters Danielle K. Smith, Megan Hayward, Megan Matthew, Ryan Jarrell, Candace Daly, floor director Laura Gardner, special thanks to Jake Davis, Tim Bissell, the main channel, Snapdad, I'm fast. 451 equals 9 plus 1. Keep watching the main channel. Eat your vegetables.